Moin Moin and welcome to Ralph's Foto-Bude. Yeah, some of my viewers asked me if I could make the video of the OM-D in English too, so yes I can. So here we are with the OM-D, Olympus OM-D, also called E-M5, but I think the usual name is OM-D. So this is the kit lens which comes with the OM-D, and there's one special thing. The zoom ring has 3 different positions. In the back position it's a manual zoom ring, you see here manual zoom, so if you turn, you hear it's a manual. If you go in the middle position, click, you see the electric zoom. So the electric zoom means if you turn the ring like this, you will see in the middle, here we show, here you have the different zoom settings. That's very nice if you want to take movies, because if you take movies you have to hold the camera very firm and steady. So and if you have to turn the ring for zooming, it's like a little bit shaky, so that's much better if you're in the middle position. You can hold the camera and just only turn your thumb a little bit and the camera will zoom in and zoom out. So very nice feature to use the zoom during video. And in the front position you have the macro, therefore you have to press the macro button there and then just turn the ring in the front position, and now you're in the macro mode, and you can go very close to the lens for macro shooting. Yeah, so these are those 3 different positions, and one important thing, the camera and the kit lens is water and dust resistance. I used the camera in a heavy rain shower and just was carrying outside on a strap and was outside just on my hip, so it rained a lot on the camera, no problem at all. The camera has worked fine after this, so that's very nice to know that you don't have to use the bag if it comes a rain shower or if it's a little bit moist outside. Yeah, on the top of the camera we have the program dial, and then we have 2 dials here. They are not named because they have different settings you can choose by yourself in the menu. So that's one of the reasons they are not named. For me, on the first time using the OM-D, it was very confusing because I'm used that the dials have names or have printed on which function they have. So, but after a while you get used to it. Then you have a function button, and you have the video recording button, and on top you have the flash shoe. One important thing, it's not only a flash shoe, it's a combination where you can put different accessories on. And one very important thing, the camera has no microphone jack, because let's show you which kinds of things they have here. Where they have the HDMI. It's sealed. That's because it's a little sealed, so it gets a little bit difficult to peel it off. So you have the HDMI and you have the USB connection, and there's no microphone jack. And Olympus offers an adapter you put on the flash shoe, and you can put a microphone on it. They give you a microphone with, and there's a small jack you can put an external microphone. So very important to know. It's misunderstanding. Some reviews say they don't have a external microphone connection. No, they don't have, but with this accessory you have it. So for videos, if you want to shoot videos with a nice sound and a perfect sound, you can use an external microphone. It's no problem at all. And on the other side we have the SD card slot, and yes, you can use iFi cards. I do it by myself very often, so it's no problem. Yeah, so this is the back view of the OM-D. We have the view button here and another function button, the menu, info, the trash, the on-off button, four-wheel button, and OK. And the monitor is turnable. You see, I show you from the side, it's better to see. So you can turn the monitor like this and you can turn it down. You're not able to turn it in an upright position like on the EPL5 from Olympus, so you're not able to see, to take pictures by yourself and see yourself in the display, so that's not possible with the OM-D. And here we have the electronic viewfinder. It's a very nice one. It's a very high contrast and high resolution viewfinder, and you will have a real good picture on it. Yeah, and one important thing, the control monitor is a touch screen, so it works very nice for touch focusing and for the menus. I show you now how this will work. So if you buy the camera and press the first time the menu button, you will see there's only it's a small menu, so there are not so many points. Yeah, the reason is because there are two menus which are hidden, and you have to go there to the menu display, and then you have to turn the menu display on, and another menu display you have to turn on also. And then you will see they've changed. You have two new functions here, and if you go to the small things here, you are in the custom menu, and the custom menu is a real large menu. There are so many points you can change because this is only the overview. Let's go. Here we are. So I think it's almost 100 points you can change. You have everything. You can change the buttons. You can change the different speeds for pictures. You can change HDMI, and yeah, there are a lot of things to do. And one important thing, if you don't know what function it is and what the function means, just press the info button. If you press the info button, you get a small information field which says what setting you are and what you can change there. So that's very nice to have. Just press the info, and if you want to get rid of it, just press the info button again, and you're just only in the settings. So yeah, I think I will show you later some of the important points we have here in this large menu. So one very nice feature, if you want to change the settings of the camera and press the OK button, you have this nice menu here. But this nice menu is not standard. You have to activate it, and I show you where. You have to go to the display menu, and then you have to go to the control settings, and here we have live control and live SCP, and I show you what happens if you turn the live SCP off and press the OK button. You have the not old menu, but you have the simple menu with these side thing here. So even this is easy to handle. I show you how. Just turn the back dial and you go up and down. You for sure can use the arrow buttons also, but it's easier with the dial. Just turn the get out of the menu. Just turn the back dial, and you see you go through the different points. Just turn the front dial, and you can change the setting. So it's very easy, very fast. Just go, search the setting you want to change, turn the front dial, and here we are. So that's very easy, but it's much easier with the other setting, and I show you how this will work. So again, back here, go to the display setting, go to the control setting, and you have in the E-Auto, you have it also, I've turned it there on every point, so I have to show it on this one here again. Turn it on, and you have the other menu. Here we are. If you want to change or toggle between these, just press the info button. So if you press the info button, you're in the normal, press it again, you're in the overview. And in the overview, it's also the same with the dials. Just turn the dial and you're in the setting. So let's go like to the white balance, and then you turn the front dial, and here we are. You can change the white balance. So back dial for the selection, front dial for the setting. So it's very easy, but there's another way which is much more easier. Just go with your finger tip on it, and you will see here we are. To change the setting, just turn it, and that's it. So again, take your finger, push on the setting you want to change, push on the setting you want to change, turn the dial, and here we are. If you want to see which options you have, just press the OK button, and at the bottom of the display all the options of this point will be shown. So it's very easy. So if you don't know which options you have, just like here, if you don't want to know which autofocus settings you have, just go on it, press the OK button, and you will see you have single autofocus, continuous, wrong direction, continuous, manual focus, combination of both, and the AF tracking, where the AF point follows an object. So very easy, very nice, with these special menu to change all the things. Yeah, talking about the touch screen, you see there's a small symbol, and the symbol says it's a sign for shutter release. So if you want to make a shot, just press on the screen, and let's go a little bit wider. So just press where you want to go, and the camera will focus on the point where the fingertips on and make a picture. And it's very easy. If you don't want to use it as a shutter release, just go on it, press it again. Now there's no touch. Press it again, and you see you will have a touch, but it's only a focus touch. So you see the camera will focus on the point where my finger tips on it, and that's very easy to handle. Yeah, next point, the autofocus. The autofocus, if you want to set it on a certain place, just go on the menu, and then go on the autofocus settings. That's this one here in the middle. Not just, I will do it like this here, it's easier to see for you. So go on this, and then you have the square in the middle. I have to hide it a little bit so you will see it a little bit better. So if you go on it, you will see the square in the middle. So if you want to change the setting, it says info, just press the info, and then go up and down for 1 square, all square, and 9 square. If you're ready, just press the OK button, and now you can move it all over the display. But there's another much more easier way to do. I go to only 1 square to show you. Just use your finger. Use your finger and move the square all the way you want it. So it's very easy to set the autofocus point on a certain point of the display just by tapping, and you have the autofocus point here, or you have the autofocus point here, and you will see there we are with the autofocus point. So that's very easy. The touch focus or the touch screen is very nice to handle if you know how to work with it. It's very, very easy to work with it. It's easy to focus. It's easy to change the settings in the menus. So I like the touch focus very much, and one of the reasons why I like the OM-D is the very usable touch screen. Yeah, so let's go a little bit to the menus. I know it's a very long menu. You see we have the shooting menu 1, and in the shooting menu you have the card setup, reset, picture mode, where you can change the picture mode. Here you have the different settings for still picture and movie, the resolution, the image aspect you can change. Oh, sorry, I will show you which settings you have. Image aspect from 4:3, 16:9, 3:2, 1:1. These are the different settings of the image aspect. You have a digital teleconverter. I don't use it because if I want to make a cutoff, I use it on Photoshop. That's much easier. I can make it a little bit more perfect, so I don't use the teleconverter. And on the second shooting menu, you have the option for the different speeds of the camera. Just go to single. You can change the image stabilizer settings. The camera has a built-in stabilizer, so you don't need to have special lenses. The stabilizer is built in the camera. Here you can set different bracketing things. That's very nice because you can set like art bracketing. We have these art filters I show you later, and you can say which art bracketing you want to make. You see there down we have art bracketing, and you say on, and if you go on, you see we have all the different settings of the art bracketing, and you can set all the filters of on, off, or as you like it. So the camera will make one picture, that's the original, and after taking the original picture it will calculate the different settings, the different art filters, and get a single file for it. So you have one original and like 2, 3, 4, up to 12 different art pictures with these different settings. Yeah, so that's a real nice feature. You have the ISO bracketing, white balance bracketing, and for sure you have the normal bracketing for like if you want to make HDR pictures. You can make 3 shoots with 1 stop difference or with 0.7 difference. So there's the usual bracketing function, multi-exposure, yeah, and that's it. So, and let's go to the custom menu. So in the custom menu, we have different AF modes. You can change between still picture and movie. So there are the settings I showed you before: single, continuous, manual focusing. Then full-time AF, where the camera works all the time with the AF, or only if you press the shutter release button. You can change the direction of the focus ring. You have manual focus assistant, face priority. If you want to take pictures with lots of people in it, the camera will focus on the faces. You can change all the button functions you see here, FN1, FN2. So almost every button of the camera you can change the function. Also for the dials, you see there is the setting for the dials in the P mode, and in the A mode you can say what you can really. There are so many settings on the camera. It's hard to know which setting you've changed, so yeah, there's a lot of work to do. So let's go down. You have the priority for shutter or for sharpness. You have the different speeds. Then you have HDMI, video out. Here we have the control settings I showed you before with the different settings of the menu. You have the info settings, where you can say which setting or which info the camera should show if you press the info button continuously. Show you later how this works. You can put on the display grid, histogram settings you can make. Yeah, you have the much more display settings for the live view mode. You can say power off. How long does it take to shut down the camera? You can change the steps, the exposure steps, metering, ISO steps. You can change. You can set up which is the highest ISO the camera should use in the auto ISO setting. Just go back in the menu button. So you have the live bulb. Live bulb is a very nice feature because if you set up the camera on a tripod and use a remote shutter release, and use the live bulb function, you set up the camera, press the button, and you will see on the display how the image get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And at a certain point where you say, that's it, I'm ready, you release and the camera closes the shutter. So it's very easy to control the picture in a night situation, or if you take pictures in a city with all these lights, it's very nice and it's very easy to control. Anti-shock, then you have the flash sinks, noise reduction, noise filter, white balance. You can change the color space, shading compensation, erase and the file names. You can set the file names. Copyright settings you can make. You have the different movie settings. You can use movie effects. You see, if I go on, you can use the different art filters for for taking movies. Oops, sorry, for movies. That's very nice. That's a very nice feature. A recording volume, you can use different volumes. So you see there are lots of things to do and lots of things to set up. You see at the last point there's the Wi-Fi setting. So yeah, the camera works with the Wi-Fi card. That's what I said before. So it's very important to know, not to know all the settings, but to know that you can customize the OM-D especially for your needs. It's very easy to customize it. Not easy, but it's very important to customize it for your needs, because there are so many settings. You can change the dials, the function of the dials, and all these different buttons. Yeah. I mean, if you want it, you can do it. If not, take it like it is, and all the settings are set. So it's up to you, but you have to know you can change. Yeah, on the top we have the program dial with the normal program mode and the aperture and shutter priority and manual mode. In the manual mode, the function of the two dials on top is very clear, because if you turn the one dial, you change the shutter speed, and for the other dial you change the aperture. So yeah, that's the reason why you have two dials on top and they are not named. Yeah, then we have the video mode. There we have different settings. You see the video mode has some nice settings where you can make like slow motion, and here we have can show you the different camera settings with the full HD, and also you can make motion JPEG. Motion JPEG is very nice if you want to use it on your iPad or cut the films on the iPad, because the motion JPEGs works on it. Then you have the scene programs. You have the different settings of the portrait, e-portrait, landscape. Yeah, so there are the usual scene programs. And then, as I said, we have the art filter settings. Yeah, one nice thing on the art filter setting, you see there's a small sign on the bottom. If you press the arrow button, you will see you have different filter types. So it's not only the art filter, but you have different filters, and you can add special effects. You can add special effects like a pinhole effect, wide edge effect, frame effect, and a starlight effect. Yeah, so that's important to know. When you see these sign down there, you can set the art filter in a certain or in a special way and customize it. Like the grainy film, it's very nice. You have different settings for the grainy film, the setting 1 and 2, and again you can add some special effects. So that's very nice. Few people know this and few people use it, but it's very nice because you can make a special setting and you can use it in a certain way if you want, and make really nice special effects on it. Yeah, and the last setting is the e-auto, and in the e-auto function the camera does everything by herself, looks for the motive, looks if it's moving or something like that, looks at it if it's a face, aperture, shutter speed, everything is done by the camera. If you want to change something of the settings, you have this small slider here, you see, and with a small slider you can change different settings. You just go there, pull it out, and you have the different settings for the color saturation, brightness, and just go up and down, and you see that's very easy. That's very nice, and that's why I love the touch screen, because it's nice to work with the touch screen. You will see all the settings, all the changes directly, and yeah, I like it very much. You see there are lots of different settings. I'll show you a little bit closer. Put my hand on it. So you will see you have a lot of different changes you can make also in the e-auto program. So it's not only usable for the other programs, also in the e-auto you can set up a lot of different things. And one thing more, you have this button, the FN button. If you press the FN button, oh sorry, I have to go to the program mode. If you press the FN button here, you see you have the gradation. You can change the shadow, and you can change the highlight, so you can change the gradation of the picture. So you see there are so many settings you can change, and you can customize the OM-D. So I think it's amazing, and it's a lot to do with this camera and a lot to learn. I like it very much. I like the settings, I like the different settings, I like to customize my camera. So yeah, the OM-D, I think it's a nice camera. Just do one thing more. I will show you the autofocus setting. Just a second. I will show you the autofocus setting to the manual setting. Oops, sorry. So here we are, and let's go to the manual setting. So if you're on the manual setting and use the manual focus assistant, I mean it's very close now. If you turn the focus ring, the camera directly goes into the magnification, and so you see I turn the dial to go a little bit more down, because otherwise you won't see anything. Here we are. So now you can turn, and Here we are, now it's sharp. You see, if you see the dial has again another function. If you turn here and turn the dial, you see the magnification changes from I think 5 times to up to 14 times. So also the manual focusing of the OM-D is very simple and very easy to learn. So it's no hassle to do it, and you can change the point where the manual focus goes. So it's I think it's very nice and very easy to handle. Yeah. So these are the main functions and main settings and main menus of the OM-D. So there's a lot more to learn and a lot more to do. You can do it by yourself. I hope I give you a good overview of the OM-D, and I hope I give you a good overview of the menu, of the different settings, and of the most important settings. Oh, one thing I want to show you, that was the go back to the autofocus thing. So one thing I want to show you is, if you press the info button, you will see these are the different settings of the info button. And one very important thing is the 3D level meter. You will see it goes like this, and here we go on the side. On the side we go up and down, and here we go this direction. Everything you see on the display, you will see also in the electronic viewfinder. The electronic viewfinder, you can set up that it changes automatically. If you put the eye in front of the viewfinder, it will change. I turned it off, because otherwise the camera goes often to the viewfinder when I point something out here. So, but it's very easy. You can set it up in the menu, so it will change automatically. And everything you see here, really everything you will see in the viewfinder, the 3D level meter, and everything else. You can set it up individually, what you want to see on the display and what you want to see on the electronic viewfinder. So that was the info button. Yeah, so again, this is the OM-D. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you learned a little bit about the OM-D and the menus and the options you have, and how to work with the OM-D. Yeah, come back to my YouTube videos. I have a lot of other videos to show, and they're getting more and more, and I hope you enjoyed my little review. And yeah, so bye bye and moin moin.